Police say they cannot take the Albert Fritz sexual abuse matter any further, and this is because the complainants who worked with him have not opened cases against him. Now, an independent investigation found the evidence to be sufficiently credible to warrant a criminal investigation, and the Western Cape Community Safety MEC was thus fired after the investigation was concluded. Here's ENC's Aisha Ismail with that report.
Western Cape Premier Winde says a thorough investigation was conducted by advocate Jennifer Williams into the sexual allegations against Albert Fritz. But it was not a criminal investigation. Advocate Williams believes there's enough evidence for the complainants to go ahead and lay criminal charges, but they have yet to do so. And this could be for a variety of reasons.
They might feel that it could affect their employment. I think that might be quite opposite with regard to this particular case. They might feel they're not going to get sufficient protection, and they then have to go through a whole court case, which these days in our criminal courts can sometimes take a few years. There's such a backlog of cases and so many delays in court.
Booth says the complainants should take a lawyer with to support them when laying charges. He says the police can only start the investigation once statements have been taken from complainants.
The docket is presented by the police to the NPA. They will look at it, and the test that they have to consider is there evidence to justify a sort of a finding that there is a reasonable prospect of a successful prosecution. Or other words, is there a prima facie, is there a case based on that evidence? And then they will then issue a warrant for the arrest of the accused.
But what happens if the complainants do not lay charges?
Well, that is pretty much the end of it, because then there's nothing to submit to the NPA.
There is no time frame to lay charges, and the complainants can do so whenever they are ready. Aisha Ismail, Cape Town.